Here we are in Mosquito Gulch at the London Mill site. Pretty cool little piece of history we have. This was the first mill with an aerial tramway that extended up a steep slope to the mine above. And as you can see, way down there is the mill. And then up the hill to the right was the aerial tramway. Amazing. Well, I'm here safe and sound the night before the big climb. Having a tough time deciding what route to take because there still is quite a bit of snow on this ridge line I plan on assaulting. So I'll probably have to get up a little higher before I make my choice. But I think I am going to stay conservative and climb these lower slopes on the left first and then work my way to the right, Mount Tweedo on the right of the frame there, and then across this jagged ridge, continuing to the right or east toward Buckskin Mountain. Well, we're heading out. Just left the truck. It was a sub-freezing morning this morning, as you can see on the ice there. And I wanted to drive a little bit further, but this puddle is enormous. And I think it's almost 2 feet deep. So I didn't want to find out exactly how deep that was, especially if it was deeper than my engine. So we are on our way up to Mount Tweedo. We are taking the roundabout way. And it is a beautiful scene back behind me where we're headed. You just see the sun cresting over the ridge and illuminating the very peak there. I'm not exactly sure what route I'm going to take. It's going to have to be a lot of route finding through the snow in order to keep moving quickly. So we will keep you posted, but I am pretty excited. This is my first big long stretch of climbing since Mount Elbert, and hopefully it goes well. We'll see you up there. Okay, we have definitely cleared the approach valley. We are up into an upper basin, getting near a long string of summit ridges above Mosquito Gulch. You can clearly see the road down there. There was quite a bit of bulletproof snow on the way up. I could not even kick step in with my heavier boots. Thank God for the poles. So with the poles though, it made progress really good. So we're up here in all of 20 minutes and we're gonna head right for that beautifully illuminated mountain. As we get close, we're gonna take that nice snow-free ridge to the left. And then from there, we're just gonna work our way left. And then we'll work right along that giant cornice and all the way across, I believe, the Continental Divide as we approach Buckskin Mountain as well as Tweedo Mountain. So we'll check in with you up there, but it is looking great. And the views just all around are definitely spectacular. And we'll kind of cut back behind this big knob and hit that summit in the background. Lots of crazy mines all over the place up here. Most extraordinary is the big one at the foot of London Mountain. there, center of the frame. I see your girlfriend too. You have beautiful eyes. I always see them in pairs. I've never seen one alone. Hi, cutie. Okay, it is extremely windy here at the top of Mosquito Peak, 13,700 feet, but the views are unbelievable. For that next bump, that's Treasure Vault Mountain. All right, well, it was a very quick trip with a couple little glissades to get down off of Mosquito Peak. Way less wind, just unbelievably nicer. Some mining relics there in the background. And we are pushing on to the next adventure zone. I think today is going to get progressively more exciting as we get into rougher and more jaggedy ridges. But the next deal is Treasure Vault Mountain, and we will shimmy on up that right along the cornice there, obviously staying off the cornice. Mount Treasure Vault is a done deal as well. Oh, surprisingly easy. Come on over. They were going pretty badly a minute ago when I realized I'd left my GoPro at that last little rest stop, so I had to hike all the way back up there to that rocky peak. Not too nice, but I have my GoPro. Things are going good. So, little unforeseen challenge I created for myself there. This is pretty neat. Looking over this edge is awesome. That'll probably be the way home. Super easy and nice. We'll see what happens. It's always an adventure with me. I was wondering where this mountain got its name. It certainly is unique. And now I have my answer, that's for sure. So, geologist Ogden Guido covered some serious terrain up here, I'm sure. And I think that's very cool. And now, directly behind me is the main event, Oklahoma Mountain. And it looks like it's got some challenges. Well, we are going to need to throttle up. We've got the head wall right here of Oklahoma Mountain, and it looks pretty exciting. I'm definitely a little concerned about leaving the ridge to traverse that snow near the summit. We'll see, I may even stay on the ridge, whatever feels safest. Other than that, it's just going to be yeah, going into beast mode, powering through that loose rubble. It's time to put away the poles and actually enjoy some class 3 climbing here. Okay, I am pushing up toward probably a false summit, but pretty darn close to the high point. This is that snowfield I was a little concerned about trying to get across. The little bit I've done so far actually felt pretty darn good, so not too worried. It's really tempting to kind of work my way out here to the right and just take the ridge, but the chances are there's a huge cornice, just like you can see near that little sub-summit. So I am going to stay a little more left and just kick my way in here, because I definitely don't want to slide, because it looks like it gets a lot steeper down there. And there's where we came from. Awesome. Boosted that strong. Definitely want to be kicking pretty hard. Make sure you're biting in. But we're great. It's a done deal. Check that out. That's the backside of a cornice, and it's starting to lift off the slope and pull away. Maybe the whole thing will just roll off. I'm not sure. Well, those are those beautiful cornices, and that one that's pulling away at the very far side of the closest big snowdrift there. And we're on a little class 3. You certainly didn't have to do class 3. I wanted to see the cornices, and I really enjoy class 3 anyway. So we're doing it. Cool. Summit's right here. Awesome. Woo. Wow. Okay, well, we are safely off Mount Arkansas, not Oklahoma, and it was pretty scary going back across that snowfield. It was a little softer. I did try to retrace my steps there, so that had to help, and she's done and safe and sound, so that is good news. And I have decided to side hill Tweebo and then get on the regular kind of east face route, and there actually is a faint trail even here, so pretty pleased with that as well. Going smoothly. The summit of Tweebo is just right up there. We are wrapping this trip up. Pleasant little stroll down the tundra. Tweedo somewhere there in the background. Really pleasant little plunge step down the glacier. You do have to be careful though. Boy, if your foot plunges into a little fissure between two boulders, that could be bad. I did have one of those today and have a pretty good goose egg on my shin to show for it. So do be careful when you're doing that. This was a complicated climb. When I got here, I was totally planning on heading straight for Buckskin Mountain. And after seeing how much snow was on that mountain, which I think is in frame around now. I did not feel comfortable doing class 3 climbing, you know, on all that snow. It's just not a good idea. And especially slushy snow. I'd rather have micro spikes in the ice and hard snow at least. So I aborted that plan because I knew if I got up that ridge there, I might get just stopped at the top and it would have kind of ruined my day. So knowing the snow was going to be a challenge, I did end up just going over to my right here and doing Mosquito Peak, Treasure Vault Peak on my way across to Tweedo and Arkansas. And that worked out great. I didn't have to worry then. I was able to move quickly and there was no chance of getting stopped in my tracks where I wouldn't have been able to proceed up a snowy sheer rock ridge. So it's good to be flexible is kind of my point. And if you're flexible and you make some good calls, have some good route finding, get an early start if there is snow around because it's going to get soft for a spring adventure, then you're going to have a good time. Which I did. It was great, and particularly Arkansas, really, that was spectacular. Although the vistas just from inside this little gulch, Mosquito Gulch, are not bad either. So anyway, definitely recommended. Great trip. You could 4-wheel around some of these places as well. So lots of neat stuff to see. And we are getting close to the main road. I'm going to show you that right now. And in the vast distance is also London Mill on the right side of the valley. So pretty sweet. And we'll check in with you on the next one. Thanks for joining me on this adventure.